So GPUs are a crucial part of a game PC, and there's a lot of options to choose from, especially since we got some new releases in the past few months like the 5600 XT and the 1650 Super. In this video I go over the top 5 best GPUs for your money in early 2020. These GPUs have the best price to performance at a variety of price points. This is Sukhjit Singh from the HardwareHub, and let's get right into it. So in this list, I'm really going from the cheapest GPU to the most expensive. To start it off, we have the ASRock Phantom RX 570 for $110. Hopefully the name does not scare you away, because this is an awesome card for the $100 price point, and it will be excellent for a PC builder who wants to game at 1080p high settings, which is pretty nice, especially considering that this is a brand new card. This card also comes with 4GB of GDDR5 VRAM, which isn't a crazy high amount in modern games, but it's easily enough for 1080p gaming, which is what this card is aimed at. This card also comes with a nice cooler, so you can definitely hit a nice overclock with this. Altogether, this RX 570 is an excellent deal for lower end gamers. Now next on this list, we have the bigger brother of the RX 570, which is the RX 580 from XofX for $160. This has been the go-to 1080p card for a couple years now, and it still holds up in most games. With this card, you should be able to max out most games at 1080p and get close to 60 FPS. The 8GB of GDDR5 that this has is a crazy high amount for 1080p gaming and a decent amount for 1440p gaming. This is probably the most VRAM you could find on any card under $200, and it really is beneficial because this card will be able to handle the rising VRAM requirements of future games. As always, XofX put a nice cooler on this, which will keep temperatures low, and it comes with a great 3-year warranty, which means that if anything goes wrong with this card and is caused by a manufacturer defect, XofX will make sure they get a replacement and get taken care of. The 580 has been the king of 1080p value gaming for a while now, and I think that it still holds its own today. Now at the $160 price point, there's a ton of good options to choose from. Now I think that the 580 is the best option, but I still want to give an honorable mention to the Zotac GTX 1650 Super for $160. This is a direct competitor to the RX 580, and it holds its place very well as a 1080p gaming card. The main downfall of this card versus the RX 580 is that it only has 4GB of VRAM. This is not really a big issue in modern games, but I can see it becoming a problem if you plan on using this card a few years down the line. Obviously, this card has a lot of benefits as well compared to the 580, like the 85W lower TDP and a smaller form factor, which really makes this excellent for smaller PC builds. You'll get great performance from both the 580 and 1650 Super. It's up to you to decide what features interest you most. Next up, we have another Zotac card, which is the Zotac GTX 1660 Super for $220. The 1660 Super is amazing for both 1080p and 1440p gamers. If you have a smaller budget but still want to try out 1440p gaming, then this is the card to go for. The 1660 Super has 6GB of VRAM, which is a good amount for 1080p and 1440p gaming, and it features GDDR6 VRAM, which is the latest memory technology. The cooler on this once again isn't crazy good, but this card only has 125W TDP, so it'll do just fine. Also, if you're building in a smaller case, it can be helpful to use a smaller GPU like this one. There's not much more to say about this. It gets the job done for 1080p and entry level 1440p gamers. Now the next card I'm talking about is a new card on the block, which is the 5600 XT from PowerColor for $280. This is one of AMD's most recent launches, and it absolutely defeats the 1660 Ti, which is the main competitor at around $280. The 5600 XT is going to offer excellent performance for mid-range 1440p gaming, which is nice, especially considering that this is under $300. I understand that they're competing with the 6GB 1660 Ti, so I guess that explains their choice to go with 6GB of GDDR6 VRAM, but I would like to see a little more VRAM here, especially considering that this card is targeted at high-end 1080p and mid-range 1440p gamers. It's not a deal breaker, but the choice to go with 6GB of VRAM might hinder the longevity of this card. Now this card also comes with a decent cooler, so it'll be fine when it comes to thermal performance, and you can definitely manage a decent overclock. For under $300, I really like the performance that AMD is packing in this GPU. And last but definitely not least, we have the RX 5700 XT from XofX for $370. Now for this price, you should be expecting something very nice and with a lot of performance, and this card does not disappoint. The 5700 XT is great for 1440p gamers who want to be able to turn the settings to high or even ultra and still get good frame rates. It also has 8GB of GDDR6, which is a healthy amount for 1440p gaming. The cooler on this is what XofX calls the Thick 2 cooler, and is definitely very nice, and it should be able to push a very good overclock. Out of the box, this comes with a pretty decent boost clock as well at 1905 MHz, so I'm sure this is one of the better performing 5700 XTs. If you're looking to do some serious 1440p gaming, then this is the card for you. I'm really liking the new releases from AMD and Nvidia, even if they are a bit confusing when it comes to some of their naming or design choices. Hopefully we get some major releases later in this year to bring some new life to the GPU market and give us even better price to performance. So the question I have for you guys is, do you think that new GPU buyers should wait until the end of the year to purchase their new GPU? In my opinion, if you don't have a GPU right now, I think you're better off just buying a GPU right now, because I don't think it's worth waiting 8 to 12 months without a GPU just so you can get a next generation graphics card. If you do have a serviceable GPU, however, I do recommend you wait it out because you'll be getting much better price and performance later on down the line. Before we end this, I want to quickly mention I have links for everything in the description, so check those out if you're interested. The Amazon links are affiliate links, so using those will help out the channel, and I'd really appreciate that. But yeah guys, that's all for today. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like it, please dislike the video and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.